So I'm recording this on the evening of Sunday, March 8th. So I'll be posting this the morning of March 9th. There's an expression, not sure if you've ever heard it. As goes Monday, so goes the week. All right. I don't need to remind you that we're living in uncertain times. We are. I don't need to remind you, maybe I do, that all of the times we've ever lived in have been uncertain. You are not in control of meteors falling from the sky. You are not in control of political decisions that crackpots make. Okay. There's an expression, you might have heard it. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I've got my beautiful, handsome little kitty here, giving me company right now. Comparison is the thief of joy. So how does that work? Well, if you compare your body to the Hollywood ideal that you've been spoon-fed your entire life, well, you're gonna lack joy. You compare your body to, if you're a woman, you compare your body to, say, Farrah Fawcett, Michelle Pfeiffer, Brooke Shields, you will certainly rob your life of joy. But I believe comparison can be a bringer of joy, and here's why. I don't bullshit anybody. I am a person who struggles with body image, weight stuff. I mean, I have lived decades of being spoon-fed the Hollywood bullshit ideals my entire life. I'm not going to pretend that I don't struggle with that. But here's what I do. I use something called the sandwich method. And what that is, let's say when you have to give somebody feedback of a critical variety, negative feedback, and you be it a child or an employee or somebody, the sandwich method is this idea that you sandwich that negative feedback between two positives. Hey, I love this about what you do here. This is going to be worked on, but I also love this about what you do. So that positive affirmation becomes the dominant message around the negative. Okay. Comparison can be a bringer of joy. Here's why. Whenever I get down about my body or my love handles or my man boobs or fucking anything that I have that Hollywood and our American culture will tell us is not ideal, I think of the people who don't have use of their legs. I think of people who are suffering from cancer. I think of people who would give anything for the level of health that I have. So I have to be intentional about sandwich methoding that in terms of, the bullshit I've been programmed with will kick up, will mess with me. The news is going to mess with you. Social media feed, your algorithm's going to mess with you. Okay. I have my algorithm programmed, so if I do see the occasional, political stuff, I want to make sure that I'm seeing the art and the humor and the love and the passion, because no matter where we're at in life, we have to remember that. We have to remember that. We cannot forget that. So today, you're probably going to be faced with something that is no fun. News, all of it. You're going to probably be faced with cultural programming about how you're not supposed to like your body. I want you to use the sandwich method. I want you to use comparison in a way that it brings you joy and not misery. But it's an active thing that we have to do. We can't just passively expect that this is going to happen. We have to actively show up for ourselves, use the tools and the perspectives that we have. And when you look at the things that you could compare yourself to bring you joy, I mean, that is gratitude. When I think of people who don't have use of their legs, I think of people who are battling cancer. Man, all of a sudden, my love handles and my man boobs aren't that big of a deal. I have adjusted myself and used that sandwich method and used comparison as a way to not only bring me joy, but to illustrate how much I have to be grateful for. So no matter what you've got going on in your life, there's a ton for you to be grateful for. But humans are geared toward identifying the negative. If you're out in the woods, are you going to remember the berry that made you sick or the berry that made you full? You're going to remember the berry that made you sick because humans, to survive, have to look for the negative. But we can intentionally look for the positive. Make it a great Monday and try to set a foundation for an awesome week. All my love to you. Take care of yourself. Keep your chin up. We're living in interesting times. That means we have to be interesting people. All my love to you. Take care of yourself.